The static CSV data source allows you to quickly bring data into your report. Let's take a look at how they work. Here in the Data tab of my report, I'm going to add a new data source. I'm going to go down to Static CSV. You'll notice that it comes preloaded with some data to demonstrate how it works. The first row is where you can assign names to each of your columns. I have column 1, 2, and 3. You can see in column 1 I have a couple of integers. In column 2 I have a couple of floats. And in column 3 I have some strings. Now while these string values have quotation marks around them, I don't actually need the quotation marks. Let me demonstrate by adding some additional rows of data. We will be able to see in just a minute that even though these two strings don't have quotation marks around them, they'll still work just fine. Now if we go into the Design tab of our report, we can go over to the Data Sources folder in the Key Browser, and we can see our static data listed here with columns 1, 2, and 3. In the report I've placed a table that contains our static data. You can see I'm listing the data for column 1, column 2, and column 3, as well as the totals for each of the 3 columns. Now if I go over to my Preview tab, you can see I have all of my data listed here, including the 2 strings without quotation marks. In addition, the total calculations worked for column 1 and column 2, but not for column 3, because these are string values. Static CSV data sources are really useful in that they allow you to quickly bring data into your report. In addition, they also work great when testing out a report and you don't quite have access to a database yet. You can instead build a static CSV data source and model it to look like your database tables would. You can then use that test data that you've put together in a static CSV to test out your report until it's finished, and then swap it out for the real database data once you have access to that.